Hey guys, Greg from CARiD.com.
And Richard from CARiD.com.
And today we are at the 2018 New York Auto Show.
I gotta tell you, Greg, I am really excited to be here. There are performance cars I want to see. There are hybrid electric cars I want to see. The Dodge Demon's here, the Kia Stinger, the Hyundai Kona electric car, and the Bmw I8 Roadster really gets my wheels spinning.
There's a lot of new trucks that I personally want to see. The Dodge Ram, the new Chevy Silverado, and especially that new Wrangler JL.
And let's not forget Ford's new midsize Ranger pickup. I know that gets you excited. So what's our game plan for today?
I don't know, Richard. We got a lot of ground to cover, and I really want to see the trucks.
I really want to see the performance cars and the hybrids and electrics. How about you and I will split up? We'll each go our own way. We'll get together later. We'll compare notes.
Sounds good to me. I guess
All
I'll
right,
see you in a little bit.
Let's go do that. We'll see you later.
All right, so to my left here, guys, is Jeep's brand new JL Wrangler. Now, this is the Rubicon series, but a lot has changed. This is a brand new body style as well as chassis. Now, Jeep actually equips the Rubicon now with 33-inch tires from the factory, a steel front bumper with removable end caps to make your own stubby front bumper, as well as a removable winch plate right from the factory. I personally love every single aspect of this new Wrangler, and I hope that we can get our hands on one just soon enough.
Hey, we're in the Hyundai exhibit. We're in front of the Kona all-electric SUV. It's an amazing new vehicle from Hyundai, not a hybrid. It's all electric, and two great facts about it. First of all, the battery is going to allow you to drive with a range of over 250 miles. There's no vehicle other than the Teslas that gives you such an incredible range. Second of all, its charging ability. On fastest charge, you can get an 80% recharge in under an hour. All of this combined with Hyundai reliability. Fantastic new all-electric vehicle. This is the Hyundai Kona all-electric. Hey, Richard and Greg are back together, and we are in front of the brand new Ford Ranger. Greg, what do you think of this truck?
I think it looks absolutely phenomenal, and I'm really excited that Ford decided to bring the Ranger back after discontinuing it in 2011.
It's been a long time since we've seen the Ranger. As you may know, it has been offered for sale around the rest of the world, but not in the US. And again, I'm excited about this truck also. What else do we know about this truck?
Well, we know that it's going to come in only crew cab and extended cab versions. There's no regular cab anymore. So if you are a regular cab guy, you can forget about that. And it's also going to be equipped with a 2.3-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder engine and Ford's 10-speed automatic only at this time. This may even be my next truck.
It's going to be my next truck too. Hey, when Greg and I walked into this building for the 2018 New York Auto Show, I said one of the cars I really wanted to see was the Bmw i8 Roadster. Only took me all afternoon to get here. Phenomenal, phenomenal vehicle. Never designed to be a big volume seller, really what they call a halo vehicle, and now there's a Roadster version. If you need to have the only one on your block and you want the wind in your hair, this is the vehicle you want. The gorgeous Bmw i8 Roadster. I put my name down on the waiting list.
All right, so this car is completely changing when it comes to performance vehicles from the factory. This is Dodge's new Demon, the predecessor to the Hellcat, which was already ridiculous with 707 horsepower. The Demon, over 800 horsepower, a vehicle you can buy at any dealership lot, take it right to the drag strip, and not much is gonna touch this thing on the street.
and we are in front of the brand new, completely redesigned Nissan Altima. Now, if you're following sales of vehicles in the US, you know that trucks and crossovers are the big sellers. Four-door sedans are not selling so well. So why would Nissan even bother? Well, let's ask Toyota and Honda, who are really doing well with their Camry and Accord, four-doors. So Nissan took a real risk, redesigned this vehicle, really stretched it to compete in the marketplace. Technologically, for the first time, the Altima will be available in all-wheel drive, and they've got a brand new engine that's got variable displacement and variable compression. So that sums up our brand new Nissan Altima.
Now this car is one that we really have never expected from Kia. At least I haven't expected this. This is the Stinger GT. Now this is Kia's first real kick at a real performance sedan. It's equipped with a 3.3 liter V6 that's twin turboed, producing 365 horsepower. Definitely enough to get this car down the road pretty quickly. Now there's one more thing I want to mention about the Stinger before we go ahead and get away from it. Now it looks like your standard sports sedan, but this thing is actually a hatchback. Talk about versatility, power, and everything that you need. Well, I happened to run into this guy over here at the Subaru tent, and we're checking out the new Forester. What do you think of it?
Well, I think it's pretty awesome. Now, let's keep in mind something. It's a very important car for Subaru. They say they've completely redesigned it, but I can hardly tell the difference.
I mean, I think the exterior definitely shows a facelift. Just sitting in the interior, it's incredibly nice. It's a lot comfortable, I personally think, than the older Foresters, but there's a few things that are missing that used to be offered that aren't anymore. Am I right?
Yeah, you are. The only drivetrain is a 2.5 liter horizontal 4 CVT transmission. Not my favorite, Greg. Yeah. And all-wheel drive, of course, like all Subarus, but they dropped any stick shift and they dropped the turbo engine. A couple of enthusiasts like you and me, we miss that, yeah. But 99% of these buyers are not going to care.
Not going to care. It's still going to be a great car because it's still a Subaru. I like it.
I like it too. I tell you what, give me one in white and you got a sale.
All right, so this is Acura's brand new, completely redesigned RDX SUV. Now the RDX has been around for quite some time as Acura's mid-size SUV, and the new one here shares a lot of the old characteristics. It's still gonna have 2 rows of seating and plenty of cargo in the back, but the whole front fascia, rear end, and chassis is actually gonna be longer and a little bit wider. So it's a lot different from the older models. What stays the same though is it's still powered by a 2-liter, 4-cylinder VTEC turbocharged engine, and also a 10-speed automatic transmission. And of course, it has super handling all-wheel drive. Now the one behind me is the A-Spec version, which essentially just has some additional bells and whistles, like these matte gray wheels, some different exhaust tips on it, and of course some interior features as well. Overall though, I really like this car and I think it's a great addition to Acura's lineup.
All right, we are at the Alfa Romeo stand, and behind me is the beautiful new Stelvio Quadrifoglio. The Stelvio is Alfa's new SUV. It's their second mainstream vehicle since their resurgence back in the US market. Quadrifoglio means that this vehicle has the Ferrari-derived V6 engine that makes 505 horsepower. All-wheel drive is standard, and the Stelvio Quadrifoglio has an incredible record to its name. It holds the fastest lap time of any SUV on the famed Nürburgring in Germany. It beat the Porsche Cayenne for that distinction. So the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio, priced north of $80,000, fantastic new SUV from Alfa.
All right, so behind me, this is Porsche's brand new 911 GT3 RS, their 991.2 chassis. Now, this car is all new. Now, I know it still looks like a Porsche, but there are a lot of changes that have been made. One of them being that the 4-liter flat six now produces over 500 horsepower, and the top speed of this thing up from 195 to now 211. This is a car that you can buy right off any Porsche showroom floor for about $190,000, but immediately have a race car that you can take right to the track.
We are visiting Cadillac, and behind me is the brand new Cadillac XT4. This is Cadillac's first small SUV, what the market calls CUVs, for cute utility vehicles. Now, it's no secret that Cadillac is not doing so well in the sales marketplace right now. They put all this effort into this beautiful line of new sedans that are not selling well, but it's the Escalade that Americans are buying. We know crossovers are really big, so Cadillac is committed to coming out with a new line of crossovers, and this new XT4 is the first one to come to market this year. Production will start sometime this summer. So that's our summary of the brand new, soon-to-market Cadillac XT4.
All right, guys, well, right now I am sitting in a lap of luxury. This is the interior of the brand new Lincoln Navigator. Now, personally, in my opinion, Lincoln kind of lost their way for a while when it came to the luxury car segment, and especially the Navigator. It was a big hit in the early 2000s to mid 2000s, but slowly faded away, and I thought that Lincoln was going to go away for good. Now, they're back, and in a very, very serious way. This new Navigator is absolutely gorgeous when it comes to the interior, exterior styling, a lot of old school design cues from, like, I'd like to think the 60s and 70s, like the push button transmission right here. I love every single aspect of this truck. This is going to be a huge competitor up against things like the Cadillac Escalade and other large luxury SUVs.
Hey, Richard and Greg here at the New York Auto Show 2018. We're thrilled to be here. We're going to wrap this up. I got to tell you something, I'm exhausted just from walking around, but I had a fantastic time. How about you, Greg?
It was a great time. My legs are hurting too, though. 3 floors and a lot of cars.
Let me ask you something. What did you see here that really knocked you out?
You know what I have to see? I mean, the new Lincoln Navigator was absolutely gorgeous. The first time I really got up and close with it, had a chance to sit in it, and I think it's going to be a huge contender in the full-size SUV luxury market.
I have to agree with you there. You know what an import car guy I am. I've owned Hondas, Mazdas, and Volvos, but the domestic cars here, the Lincoln, I have to agree, but also Cadillac with their XT4, really, really beautiful new crossover car. Now, Greg, you're much more of a truck guy than I am. What trucks here did you like today?
Oh, I was super happy to see the Ford Ranger back, and to be honest, I really think it's going to do very well in the mid-sized truck market against the Tacoma and other small pickup trucks as well. But what I'm really hoping to look forward to is maybe a Raptor submodel for that truck in the future.
Well, they're paying you too much if you can afford a Ranger Raptor. Listen, the day I win the lottery, I'm buying that Bmw I8 Roadster. Oh, and by the way, I'm quitting my job, so you have to work without me.
That's all right. I do most of the work anyway. I don't even know why you're still here.
He's giving all my secrets away. All right, this is Richard from CARiD signing out.
And Greg from CARiD.com, and we will see you guys next year at New York Auto Show.